is taking part in the G20. They represent the 20 biggest economies in the world. And make no mistake, these countries really do matter. They represent 85% of the global economic output, around 2/3 of the world's population. And the UN Secretary General has greeted them all by addressing climate change in stark terms. He says, we are all failing. Well, he's very much backed up there by yet another major warning, the third one of this week. Go back to Monday, and we heard from the UK Met Office. On Tuesday, we had a report from the UN Environment Programme saying the world is way off track on its climate change goals. And now today, we have a new report from the UN's World Meteorological Association, and its message is equally stark. It says in the long term, climate change continues this year. The average global temperature is set to be the 4th highest on record. We are already nearly 1 degree Celsius above pre-industrial era levels. The 20 warmest years on record have been in the past 22, and the 4 warmest years on record have been the last 4. It also says if that trend continues, let me show you this graph that it's been sharing, we will be going up by between 3 to 5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels by the end of the century. Bear in mind, it's widely accepted that temperatures need to stay below 1.5 degrees above pre-industrial levels to avoid catastrophic climate change. As I say, we are way off track. And while there's understandably a focus on the future, the World Meteorological Organization is also saying that climate change is having an impact right now. There's particular focus on Africa at the moment. The WMO is telling us 59 people in 24 African countries are already going hungry because of climate-related events. And it adds, we are the first generation to fully understand climate change and the last generation to be able to do something about it. So the pressure is very much on at the G20, but a major problem is that Donald Trump doesn't accept that man-made climate change exists. And we know he pulled the US out of the Paris Agreement. Also, the Americans are building bridges with others who feel the same. So this is John Bolton, Donald Trump's national security advisor, with Brazil's president-elect Jair Bolsonaro. And he's a climate skeptic too. He's threatening to pull Brazil out of the Paris deal. Well, one thing is certain, reducing our emissions of greenhouse gases will not be enough. Human beings have also got to work out how to remove these gases from the atmosphere as well.